It's turned into a bit of a nightmare for some of the top players at Paris-Bercy this year. Jannik Sinner withdrawing before his first match. Daniil Medvedev crashing out to Alexei Popyrin. And now Carlos Alcaraz extinguished by the Frenchman Ugo Humbert. As now we march on to the quarterfinals. And before we go anywhere, make sure you've hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's get stuck into it, and we're going to start here because there's only one place to start. Ugo Humbert takes out Carlos Alcaraz in an incredible matchup. It was 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 to reach the quarterfinals at Paris-Bercy, and well, one of the best matches of the year, especially the third set. And the Frenchman, the last remaining Frenchman in the draw, he was incredible out there on the court. Quick around the court, quicker than Carlos Alcaraz, it would seem. And he looked like he had an eye for the prize. He was going for his shots, and Alcaraz had no answers to some of the power hitting. And some people saying maybe it's the fast courts there in Paris this year. They're even faster than they normally are. And that is why Carlos Alcaraz maybe came a cropper against someone in such great form like Ugo Humbert, who on his day, indoor hard court is a place where he does play very, very good tennis. Alcaraz said he's not too upset with his level. Ugo was so impressive with the way he was hitting the ball today. Confirms that the conditions are not ideal for him. It's not the fact that it's indoors. I played him on indoor hard in Valencia, but the courts were much slower. I don't know why they have the courts too fast here. Much different to the indoor I practiced back home. So there you go. Straight out the horse's mouth. They are very fast courts, and they are playing into the hands, it would seem, of some of the bigger servers on the tour as well. I mean, surprised Daniil Medvedev didn't go through, but he obviously got knocked out by a big server in Alexei Popyrin. We have Tsitsipas through. We have also Alex Zverev. He's making his way through the draw. This is more of what Alcaraz said after that matchup as well. He said, I think I could play better. I think that's obvious, but you know, with that, with the level that I had today, I think I compete. I gave everything. You know, I fought until the last point. I congratulate Ugo. I think his performance has been really high. The way he hits the ball is unbelievable, amazing. I think every time that he plays against me, I feel he increases his level. He plays a really high level of tennis. I think in Paris even more so. Congratulations to him and good luck. That was the words of Carlos Alcaraz in his post-match press conference. And we had to hear from the winner as well, Ugo Humbert, saying it's the most beautiful victory in my career and it's the best moment I've lived on a tennis court. It's incredible. I trained for that. I practiced for that. This is what I repeated to myself in the third set. I didn't want what happened last year to repeat itself. I also thought about the match against Zverev and it made me stronger. What kind of idea do you have for the rest of the tournament when you win like this? And Ugo said, this is what I love in tennis. I don't want to do any prediction or tell you what's going to happen. I try to live in the moment, live the moment to the full. I came to Bercy to live this kind of emotion, this kind of match. When it's like that, anything's possible. I don't know how far I'll go, but it's a question I don't want to answer. And why should he have to answer it after such a stellar performance? Take every match as it comes. And his celebrations on match point, I mean, he was roaring, the crowd were roaring, and they've been really treated to some great matches involving French tennis players during this week so far. And he's the only one left, unfortunately, for them. But he does stand a good chance of going even further in the draw. He'll play Jordan Thompson next, who's been having a great tournament as well. Jordan Thompson knocking out a Frenchman in Mannarino, and also knocked out Casper Ruud as well. I had Jordan Thompson going far in this tournament, probably one of the only picks I did get right. Another Frenchman who just lost by a whisker and it was Arthur Rinderknech and Dimitrov. He's done it again. Last year's finalist. 6-2, 4-6, 7-6. And yeah, after reaching the final last year, he's on a mission this week, still racing to Turin, and he's going to need a huge week. But he's not too many wins away from making it happen. Back-to-back Paris Masters quarterfinal, and the Bulgarian is very much dialed in, and he stands a very good chance as well. I know we're talking, obviously, about Ugo Humbert. We have Dimitrov. He'll be playing Karen Khachanov in the quarterfinals. I mean, two players who play very well at Paris-Bercy. Grigor Dimitrov had to come back from 3-5 in the third set tiebreak to beat Arthur Rinderknech. And it was, in fact, 7-5 at the end, winning 4 points in a row. 24th win at Paris-Bercy. And he ties Sampras and Safin now, which is pretty incredible. I think you got to just take your hat off to Grigor Dimitrov, because he just seems to be maintaining a fantastic level of form on a tennis court right now. And the fact he's been able to do this all year round and leading all the way up now to the final part of the year. Can he get to the tour finals? He has won it before. Can he do it again? He faces Karen Khachanov. Can he defeat Khachanov, though? That is the big question. Well, if he serves well, that may be the key, because we know Khachanov going to be tough to break him on his serve. But Grigor Dimitrov served 12 times today, and he held to love 8 times, it said. And then a very updated tweet, 9 in 13. So 9 games to love on his serve. That is pretty impressive. Rinderknech is a very good server as well, quite a tall customer. I think if he serves like this, I think he has a really good chance against Khachanov. Khachanov, this really suits him, the being fast in Paris this year. I'll give you my predictions in a moment. I'll go through all the quarterfinals, tell you how I think all of them are going to go. Well done to Grigor Dimitrov. Unfortunately, the Brit is out, though, with Jack Draper's winning streak coming to an end. He's had a good couple of weeks, though. Vienna champion. Alex de Minaur, though, fantastic. I mean, he's now inside the ATP race top 8, past Andrei Rublev with this win as well. And he came back from a set down to, it was 5-7, 6-2, 6-3. I thought, just scintillating tennis. Just great to watch him on a tennis court. Every time I don't get to see de Minaur for a while on indoor hard court, and then I come across watching him in one of these type of matches, I always forget. Like, he is just so fast around the court and very clinical at the end. You see a lot of players run to the ball when it's close to the net, and making the final shot can sometimes be a struggle. He's able to get there with so much pace and so much poise on some of the shots, his passing shots, when he finally gets there. Very impressive stuff. I think just a brilliant performance. Does he put it all down to himself and his skill, or does he put it down to a super fan that he's been reunited with at Bercy? That's right, super fan Paul, who I believe went to go and support him during, where was it? It was at Roland Garros, where he's saying, I listened to you on every point, is what he said to him at Roland Garros, and he's been reunited with him here. It seems to be a bit of a good luck charm for Alex de Minaur. Long may it continue. And somebody else who seems to have a bit of luck when it comes to playing in Paris is Holger Rune. Doesn't seem to be able to maintain much consistent form, but he's good in Paris, and he defeated Arthur Cazot 3-6, 6-3, 6-4. Down a set, but never a down and out. The fighter has turned up again for Holger Rune. It's brilliant to see. And, well, can he win the Paris Masters again? if he plays his best tennis, anything's possible. If you can beat Djokovic in a final here, you can beat anybody, in my opinion. 4th Masters quarterfinal of 2024. And maybe ending the year with a bang. I'm really impressed with Holger Rune. He will be playing Alex de Minaur next, though. So I think I should get on to some predictions. Right, here we go. Rune versus de Minaur. That is the first one of the quarterfinals. Let me know in the comments section who you have winning each of these quarterfinals. I want to know your thoughts. With this one, I actually think it's going to be Alex de Minaur that gets the better of Holger Rune. I know Holger Rune is very, very good, but Alex de Minaur looks like he's got the bit between his teeth right now. He's marching on to Turin by the looks of it, and I think he just wants to solidify that place there. I think he wins, but I do think it will be in 3 sets. Next up, we got battle, 2 taller customers. We got Alex Zverev versus Stefanos Tsitsipas. I mean, Tsitsipas been looking good. Zverev been looking very good as well. I think the court suits Zverev very, very much so. I think we're going to see Zverev win this one. I also think it'll be in 3 sets as well. I think we've had so many 3-setters today. We had all but 2 matches went to 3 sets. I think this one will be another one. We have Dimitrov versus Khachanov. I mean, really tough. I mean, normally I'd just go straight for Dimi. But Khachanov, he really likes it on these courts. I mean, this is the one Masters where he does really excel. I don't know if I can go against Dimi, though. I really want him to do well in this tournament. I want him to make the tour finals as well. It would be something, quite a feat if he was able to do it. I'm going to go with Dimitrov. If he serves really well, I'm going to go Dimitrov to beat Khachanov. I'm going to say it's got to be 3 sets again. I know it seems crazy. And then we get all the way down to the final one. And this is probably the biggest surprise out of all of them. Jordan Thompson versus Ugo Humbert. I think the Frenchman's going to do it again. I think the crowd will be on his side. I think they'll probably put him on last as well, just to really get the crowd behind him. We have a really big Friday night there in Paris. And I think he gets it done in straight sets in this one. Maybe a tie break, maybe a close second set as well. But those are my thoughts on the quarterfinals. Tell me your predictions in that comment section below, and tell me which was your favourite match today at Paris-Bercy. There's been plenty of quality tennis there. But if you haven't done so yet, smash a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.